So today we will discuss about the Salesforce cloud services. So there are like seven different sales cloud services which are provided by Salesforce. So let me list them all one by one. Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Application Cloud, Commerce Cloud, Health Cloud, and Financial Force Cloud. Okay, so these are the seven different types of cloud services which are provided by Salesforce to its customers. So let us learn in detail what are these cloud services. Okay, so Sales Cloud means it is used to automate all the sales related business processes. So when I say, as I was talking yesterday about one of my project, Epic. So the cloud which we were working on was the Sales Cloud. Sales Cloud, because Epic was an insurance brokers company, which is majorly focusing on sales of the insurance policies to the customers. So our project work which we are working on is into the Sales Cloud. So similarly, there are different types of services which are provided. So I'll explain one by one. So Sales Cloud means we can automate all the sales related business processes in the Sales Cloud. We can automate all sales related data. Okay. So these are so sales processes inside the organization, and also something like selling our products and services to the customers. So the same example, the Epic insurance brokers. So what products we were selling, what services we were selling. The products are the insurance policy products, right? So those are the products which we were selling. So those the information or the data related to the sales process of Epic Insurance Brokers, we were automating that customer data using the help of Sales Cloud from Salesforce. So we can automate the sales processes by using an application called Sales application given by the Salesforce as part of a Salesforce or CRM. Okay. So yesterday I was showing one of I just logged into my mm, free developer account, and there you see something like sales, right? So that's the sales application. So we will have the sales application within Salesforce CRM, which is a part of CRM, right? So that using that application, we can automate our sales related business data into the Salesforce. So within Sales Cloud, how we are going to deal with the like what are the objects which we are dealing? That are like the objects which are related to sales data are like see again. So when I say sales, can you think of something? So I need to arrange some camps, do some kind of marketing for my sales to grow up, right? So similarly, we have uh, n number of objects within Salesforce which are related to sales. Okay. So example of those objects are like leads, account, opportunity, product, price book, order, contract, or quote. So these are like Salesforce objects, Salesforce standard objects, which are related to Sales Cloud. See, whenever you come across the standard objects, see account contact opportunity are like generic standard objects, which we can apply to any type of Salesforce application. But there are some particular applications. I'm sorry, 1 second. So when I say account contact opportunity, these are the generic standard Salesforce objects, which are applicable to almost all the types of cloud services which Salesforce provides. But there are particular custom objects which are applicable only to the sales cloud. Let's say product. Product is one standard object which usually comes into picture in cloud, right? Price book, similarly, product. Uh, uh, quote quote is another object. So these are specifically related to sales applications, right? So these are the objects which we are going to make use of these objects in the sales cloud. Coming to service cloud. So by using the service cloud, so what do you understand by service? Yeah. So service means so I'm expecting a reply maybe in the future classes. Maybe right now you might not be, ready to open up, but yes, I would request you all to be interactive and ask your questions whenever you get something on your mind. Anything, let it be silly, no problem. Any question is a very important question. Okay. So when I say service cloud, service in the sense, yesterday we were talking about case and solution, right? So service is nothing but we are providing our services to our customer. So by using this service cloud features, we can automate all the service processes followed inside our organization to make our customer satisfied, and we can maintain good credibility within in the market, right? So the major objects, standard objects which are related to service cloud are case and solution. So these are the major standard objects which we were using as part of service cloud. So when I say service, so we have some kind of terminologies like service level agreements, SLAs, and as we have case. So when a case is raised, how it is raised? We have something called case. We have field called priority within case. So if the priority is set high, so it's a very important case where the customer needs to fix this case within next 2 hours. So if the priority is medium, it's 4 hours. If priority is low, it's 8 hours. So based on the type of issue the customer is facing, so they will select the case priority. And based on that, we would be providing our service or helping the customer to resolve the issue as soon as possible. So when the priority is mentioned as high, that means it's a business impact case where the customer is losing his business because of this particular issue. So in that case, we will have to acknowledge that case, provide a resolution within 2 hours from the time the case is raised. So that is all about the service cloud. Okay. So the objects which we use in the service cloud, it's again, there are multiple objects within service cloud like case, solution, uh, feedback, feedback question set, feedback request, feedback template, performance cycle, goal, metrics, macro, knowledge article, user provisioning. So these are all the uh, objects which we have within Salesforce, which are part of Service Cloud. Okay. So when I say feedback, it's one of the standard object where we have this particular object is related to Service Cloud, and it is used majorly to obtain the feedback from the customer, any type of feedback based on the case or based on the solution which we have provided to the customer. So that is about Service Cloud. And there are few additional features within the Service Cloud. They are like knowledge base or content, live agent. You know, a live agent, right? So nowadays, any application you take it, you will have some or the other kind of chat box. So you say, um, let's say they name it again. Usually they use a female name as for the chatbots, right? Alexa, Siri. So these are like normal. But we, when you click on HDFC Bank or ICICI Bank, you have um, a chat symbol displayed at the right corner on the downside. So it will automatically, it will have automatic responses based on the keywords which you type in there. So though that is like, it is to avoid the uh, customer to not to reach out to us for basic stuff. Okay. So a customer is unable to log in and he do not know how to log in. So in that case, he can directly resolve that particular kind of issue using the chatbots help, right? So chatbots and knowledge based content documents, these are all basic things which we were aware of. So knowledge articles, when I say, so I can relate it to my previous experience. Okay. So we used to get tickets which are like similar to case, where we need to resolve that particular issue based on the information available in the knowledge base. We will have knowledge base, known area database, KEDB we call it. So we have something like that, knowledge articles, or SOP we call it, standard operating procedures. So these are the documents which help us how to resolve this particular kind of issue. So those are the additional features which we have in as part of Service Cloud. And after Service Cloud, we have something called Marketing Cloud. So in the Marketing Cloud, we have Salesforce was initially not focusing on the Marketing Cloud. Okay. So what they have did is they have taken help from uh, other cloud, which is specific, which was, designed specifically for marketing applications. So what Salesforce did is they have purchased that particular marketing cloud, and they have made it as a on-demand application, which is available through Salesforce. So marketing cloud for Salesforce is Exact Target. So the So Exact Target is one tool, the marketing tool, marketing Salesforce CRM, which was a part of Salesforce now. So it is used to handle the marketing cloud of the Salesforce. So and then next comes the application cloud. So application cloud is the cloud where we build all our applications, right? So So as part of application cloud, we have Apex, we have Visual Force. Okay. So application cloud is nothing bad. So this majorly comes on uh, into the area where we call it as PaaS, Platform as a Service. Just because all the provided clouds or all the provided services from Salesforce were not sufficient for a particular customer, he wanted to customize an application for him. So Salesforce has provided a platform for him that's called force.com platform and application cloud. So on top of this application cloud force.com platform, customer can build their own customized applications. Okay. So when I say application cloud, within application cloud, we have Apex and Visual Force. Apex is the programming language for Salesforce, which is um 70 to 80% similar to Java. Okay, so we will learn this in our development classes. And Visual Force is the front end uh, framework language, which is used for designing the front end screens for the customers. Okay, of course, this has now been not much used. Now we were using Lightning Web Components LWC. So it's a component based framework. This also we'll discuss in the last classes. Okay, so this is again the application cloud is majorly focusing on building the new applications. Similarly, okay. So and within application cloud we have uh, this Apex Visual Force. Apart from that, so do you, hope you guys know what is MVC architecture? Yeah, if not, I would explain you. MVC is model view controller. So model view and controller. So model is nothing but how our particular application looks like. So this you would have known when you learn Java, basically, or any object-oriented programming. So model is nothing but it's the framework, and view is the front-end screens which are displayed to the customer, and controller is nothing but the backend programming language which controls it. Okay. So in this, we have database connectivity where our information is stored in that particular database, right? So in Salesforce, also we have database, which is called database. Everything we create on Salesforce are stored into the database that is called database.com. So in like in SQL, we call SQL database, right? So yeah. So in Salesforce, we have something called database.com where our complete object related information, classes related information is stored in that particular database. Okay. So this is about application cloud, commerce cloud. This is like a rarely used cloud service, which is provided by Salesforce. So by using this commerce cloud features, we can build the e-commerce applications and POS applications, point of sale applications. Okay. So that's about commerce cloud. Health cloud, yeah. Health cloud, it is very famous because we have undergone like 2 to 3 years of pandemic, right? So health cloud is the major focus area because may be any type of industry, it may go down sometime, right? But healthcare, it will never go down because uh, we will have to survive, right? Ultimately, that is where we focus on. So healthcare cloud, by using this application we can establish the one-to-one relationship between the doctor and patient. So we can build applications in our health cloud which connects the directly patient to a doctor. So during our pandemic we should have experienced n number of doctor video consultation apps which has come into picture, right? So those kind of applications has been built on health cloud of Salesforce. Few of them, I would say. Yeah. We can build applications using Java also, right? Yeah. So few of them, they were built based on the health cloud of the Salesforce and financial force cloud. So this is one other important aspect whenever we, you know, because finance is matters a lot, right? So by using this feature, we can build the finance related applications. So finance related applications like banking applications, insurance applications, finance applications, mortgage applications. So this kind of application, let's take a small example of Muthoot Finance or something like that, any gold brokerage companies. So those kind of applications we can build using Financial Force Cloud of Salesforce. So this is about the Salesforce cloud features. So yeah. Uh, so let's move on to the next topic of Salesforce releases. So like any other releases, so if you were aware of servers and all, if you were aware of Microsoft servers, so they will have the patches being released, right? Every second and fourth week of the month, they release Microsoft patches for the operating system. And that's where the patching comes into picture. This patching is needed because to avoid any illegal attacks or cyber security threats to the organizational data. So we so for that reason they release security patches, right? So similarly we have Salesforce releases. So this Salesforce releases majorly focuses on enhancements and the patches, security patches as well. So as Microsoft releases every monthly, like again, it depends on the size of the patches they are releasing. So Salesforce releases, um, they have the releases on season based. Okay, so let's say we in Salesforce we call it as winter release, summer release, and uh, spring release. So 3 releases per year. Okay, winter, so the Salesforce releases, they are named using the season name followed by the year of the release. So let's say 22. So we already have I mean we were using all say winter 22 release, summer 22 release, and spring 22 release, right? So Salesforce has already done for the latest releases which we have is the 22 releases. So it is followed by the year. So every year we have 3 releases, that is winter release, summer release, and spring release, and followed by the year. So every year we have 3 releases. You can so we can check this data online. Okay, when it is available, when the next release is available, on what date it is available. I'll show you how to check that using our Salesforce free developer account. I'll show you that. Okay, so release indicates the updated version of an application. Okay, each release provides new features that are introduced by the organization, and also any new or to automate any new business processes. So Salesforce provides new releases for each, like as I said, 4 months. So 3 seasons, right? So each spreads across 4 months. So these are called within Salesforce. These releases are called seasonal releases. So winter 22 release, summer 22 release, spring 22 release. So these are the releases. So each release, again, Salesforce focuses on all the 3 aspects which we have already discussed, like software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure. So all these areas, Salesforce focuses on all these 3 areas. Even the force.com platform also, it will do some enhancements based on the inputs. So we have something called chatter within Salesforce. Okay, so and we have something called trailblazer within Salesforce, where the people who are already using the Salesforce, they can suggest the Salesforce for enhancements in a particular area. Okay, so as I said yesterday, so we were writing some, we were creating some new object called measurement, right? So this is again related only to the fashion business, right? So but if we come across some kind of object which will be majorly used by n number of most of the market, like 50% coverage of the market, which uses that particular object. So in that case, people can write to Salesforce using the trial-based communities. They can request Salesforce, why don't you, boss, why don't you create this particular measurement object as part of as part of a standard Salesforce object? Why don't you create it instead of so many number of companies creating their own custom objects? So why don't you include as a standard object within the Salesforce? So that way, people can request Salesforce for any enhancements, and if that if the request is raised by many number of customers within Salesforce, and Salesforce also feels that this is needed, so Salesforce can update that particular uh, standard object in the next release. So that way it keeps on improving itself, Salesforce. So that is where we stand out in the market. That is where we stand out of the box in the market, right? So Salesforce has been doing that for years now. Okay. So this is all about the releases. So next, let us move to server instances. Okay. Server instances. Yep. So Salesforce has got spread across the globe, right? So all the three regions. So North America, Asia Pacific, Europe. So all these three regions, Asia Pacific and North America and Europe, right? So we have Salesforce servers, cloud servers, which are present in these three regions. That is North America. So we call it as NA. Europe, we call it as EU or EMEA. And Asia Pacific, AP. Okay. So Salesforce has got its server instances, the cloud-based server instances in these three particular regions. Okay. So based on the customer request from a region, they would allocate a server to that particular customer based on the region. Suppose if I have a customer from India, like let's say OLX again. Okay. So OLX is a customer based out of India, and he reached out to Salesforce uh, requesting for some services from Salesforce. So Salesforce would allocate some kind of memory space to this particular customer called OLX on the Asia Pacific server, which it has. Okay. So we have servers in each region, and they are like the naming convention goes like this: NA1, 2, NA221. As of now, I know about 221 servers, but they keep on adding. Okay. They keep adding new servers as well. And Europe. So it's starting from 0. Okay. EU0 to EU48. And it keep increasing again. So based on the requirement, again, they keep adding more servers on the cloud, the Salesforce people. So in NA region, we have 222 servers. In EU region, we have 49 servers. In Asia Pacific, we have 29 servers. Okay. And this keeps on adding as and when a requirement is raised. So the customer which we were talking, OLX, so it has reached out to Salesforce and requested for some services. So from this AP0 to AP28 on any one of the server, this particular OLX customer has been given a memory space on the server. So for on each server instance, we can allocate 8,000 plus customers. Okay. So again, here we will come across something called multi-tenant architecture. Multi-tenant architecture, when I say, so one server, cloud server is being shared by multiple clients at a time. So we can't create a new server for just for OLX. They just need a little bit of services, resources on the cloud from Salesforce. And that is allocated from any one of the servers, AP0 to AP28. So again, let's take so that OLX has been assigned to on server called AP21. Okay, so it doesn't mean that complete AP21 is given to OLX. Okay, only a part of a little amount of memory has been allocated on this particular server, and in apart from OLX, we have another 8,000 plus customers which can be allocated on this particular server instance. So that's huge. It is that particular server instances are which are with Salesforce. So you can understand the you know what we call how huge that particular each server is instance is. So it can handle more than 8,000 plus customers on one particular single server. Multi-tenant. So we have been listening this word, right? Multi-tenant architecture. So what do you mean by tenant? You know, right? So at some point of time we become tenants, right? So we look for how we take it on a rental basis, right? So yeah, yeah, the same meaning. So tenant, a person or an organization who is using the resources. So that's the meaning of tenant, tenant in this particular scenario. So a person or an organization which is using our resources from Salesforce. So on a single server, we have multiple tenants, and that's the reason it is called multi-tenant architecture uh, in Salesforce. Why it's called multi-tenant? Because each single server is being shared by multiple tenants at the same time. So you might have, as said previously, you might get doubt like, how about security? Salesforce has taken care of that. Don't worry. Okay. So you will you have 100%, uh, you are 100% covered on that aspect from Salesforce itself. Okay. So and within so what are the aspects of this? Like it's a shared infrastructure. So shared infrastructure, and we will have only one platform at a time. Okay. So if a person free see we within Salesforce we have some customers which are free customers as well, and who are paid customers. So the account then so coming up I would be explaining how to create a free developer account. So that's a free account. Okay. So we have the that free account as well, and we have this paid customer as well. So OLX is one of the customer who is paying to Salesforce. So that's a paid customer. So for a free account as well as a paid account, Salesforce is giving the single platform. I mean, everybody can access every features of the Salesforce at a time, right? So they can in all the new, even the releases also, all the new releases, you can get the benefits of the new releases even if you are on a free account also. You can get that. The only difference is like how what's the difference? The difference is like the quantity of resources being used. So for a free developer account, suppose I say I have only 10 GB of space, which is given as free to me. But if I need 100 GB, I will have to go for a paid account. I cannot do it in the free account. Okay. So I need a special server to be installed, hypervisor server to be installed on my uh, particular server instance, which should be dedicated only to me. So in that case also it's possible, but we will have to go for paid services from Salesforce. So it Salesforce is providing its single platform to all the users. So let it be free, let it be paid. All the accounts will have same. It's the same across uniform across the um, organizations, or uniform across the people accounts, person accounts. So this is about single platform, shared infrastructure, and there is another point called zero cost improvements. So all the releases also, as I told you, all the releases also, those are available to the free customers as well. That's where we incur zero cost on the improvements. Okay. So if you come, across, yeah, on-premise applications, let's say again the Microsoft Office. So we have Microsoft Office 2010, 2017, 2021, right? So I have purchased my, when I was in 2015, uh, sorry, 2018, I purchased Microsoft Office 2017. Okay. But the latest version is 21 or something, right? So if I need that latest version, yes, I can get it, but the Microsoft is going to charge a little bit amount to me, okay, because of the enhancements that they have made in the 21 version. So that's where the on-premise applications work. But here in our Salesforce, we have zero cost improvements and also automatic upgradation. So you don't have to be worried. So you don't have to be worried about the upgrades. So Salesforce has three releases, and when it is going to do, how it is going to do, you don't have to get worried about it. It will be automatically done for your particular person account or for your particular business account or for your particular organization. Okay. So it will be automatically done. So these are the very important features of Salesforce as part of multi-tenant architecture. So let's move on to the editions of Salesforce. So similar to, again, I'm comparing it with Microsoft on-premise applications. So when you say server has got an operating system. So operating system, we have different editions, right? Or yeah, different editions of operating system. Enterprise edition, desktop edition, right? Enterprise edition, desktop. We will have professional edition, ultimate edition, basic edition, home usage edition, right? Home edition. So these are the way different editions within like Microsoft's operating system editions. So similarly, Salesforce has also got the editions for its users. We can purchase whatever we can uh, purchase whatever edition we need it based on our requirement. Okay. So there are free editions as well as so in additions we have free editions and paid editions. So within free editions, I have free 30-day trial account. So as these are initial classes, I'm going a little slow, but yes, once we come to that phase, we will go a little faster way. Okay. 30-day free trial account, and the other one is free developer account. Okay. So this is what we free developer account is the one which we are going to create today, so that you can practice in uh, during the weekend. Okay. So 30-day free account is also there, but this is going to last for 30 days only. So after that we cannot use it. That's why we are going for free developer account, which is lifetime free account. So in paid editions, we have different editions. Okay. So we have, as said, essentials edition. We have professional. We have enterprise and unlimited. So how do these editions differ? So how do they differ? It's in terms of the number of resources that are being given as for that particular usage. Okay. So and the costing is also made based on the amount of resources that are being provided. Okay. So when I say essential edition, okay, so it can be used only for 5 users. So if your organization is such a small one and you just need to use it, so only 5 users can use it. So in that case we can go for essentials edition. And this is so Salesforce charges its customers on a monthly basis. So for this we have like $25 per month per user. So the maximum number of users in the essential edition we can use it. It's only 5 users. So if our organization needs only 5 users to use it, so in that case we can go for essentials edition. So pricing will be like done based on per user basis and per month basis. So 5 users, 5 into 25, $125 per month. If you go purchase take this essentials edition from Salesforce, you will have to pay $125 per month for them. So this will have the limitation on the number of users and also the number of resources that are being used. So it's a basic edition, okay, say essentials. So when I say professional edition, it offers complete CRM functionalities and it supports the configuration features also. Configuration, when I say it comes under Salesforce administration, okay. And we can add any new custom business logics, customized user interfaces uh, by using the force.com platform. So for this, we have the storage limits. So we have the storage limits also for each edition. So for professional edition, data storage is 10 GB and file storage is 1 GB. And this depends on each edition and also how we are going to use it. So again, professional edition also don't have this force.com platform. So we can only use the basic CRM functionalities in the essential and professional edition, whereas in enterprise and unlimited edition, we have been given access to the force.com platform also, where we can customize our applications. So the pricing is different. That's the only thing. So here we have um, $75 per month per user. And here we have 150 per month per user. And here we have around 300 per month per user. So that's the pricing thing from Salesforce based on the uh, uh, additions which the customer opts in. So this one you can actually read out some on the editions which are available in Salesforce. So I don't want to, waste the time on giving more information on the normal uh, theoretical stuff, right? Okay. So coming to free editions, we have free 30-day trial account and free developer account. And free trial 30-day account, we can create it, we can play with that particular account, but it's on the end of 30-day trial, the Salesforce asks, can you can move on to the paid account, right? So that's how the free trial 30-day account is. And free developer account, it's a lifetime free developer account. And so there is so you might have got a doubt, why should I go for essentials edition? I can create a developer edition. There is limitation on the number of resources which we have, which we are going to use. Okay. So maximum in the free developer, so let's, as we are going to create this account, so I want to, and this is needed for doing complete practicals of our classes which we uh, listen or which we attend daily, right? So this has got like the we can at the maximum we can create 10 applications. So that is the limitation. So if you go for unlimited or enterprise, you can create a number of applications, but in free developer you can create 10 applications. After if you have already created 10 applications, the 11th application it won't allow you to create. And so the space allocated is only 5 MB of space. Again, it offers complete CRM functionalities and along with the force.com platform also, but there is a limitation on like how we can use that force.com platform. We can build the custom applications, integrate, build app exchange products also. So if so there is another one limitation on this. So if the user did not log in to this particular free developer account for last 360 days, then the Salesforce is going to deactivate this account. Okay. So the storage limits for this free developer account is data storage is 5 MB and file storage is 20 MB. So this is the limitation, right? So if I need to store some big application data, so we are not going to do it. We cannot do it in the free developer edition. We can, of course, we will have to, create applications, work on, play with them, and then remove those applications, create a new application based on the new task which is given in the class. So that way we can do it. So this is about how different editions are in Salesforce. So now what we will do is we will create a free developer account, and I would request you all to make a note, or you can, because you will have to do it, uh, create your free developer account. Okay. So you can log into developer.salesforce.com/sign up. Okay. I would still urge you or request you to make a note of it. So you can go to developer.salesforce.com/sign up, and you can give all the basic details out here. Okay. So you need to have an email ID. So I'll show you how to do it. Okay. Let me create one of the developer account for batch 19. So let's say Dilip, and so this you just need to have a unique email ID for each account. Okay. So I'm going to use my diliptelugu@gmail.com, hoping that an account is not created for it. So we are creating a developer account to play within Salesforce. So I'm using, and company name, let's take our minds, or you can give soft standard petabits, whatever you feel like, or wherever you work. Okay. So I am based out of India now. Some postal code. So username, I'm going with, see, we can give anything as a username, but the only naming convention is it should have the email format. Okay. You can write Dilip at our minds. Okay. So it should be like, it should have the our minds, sorry, at the rate symbol. As the naming convention is similar to our email. So I'm writing as Dilip at armail.rminds.com. Let's see. Okay. And you need to agree the terms and conditions, and I would create sign up. Hey, can I get a yes for people who are listening?
Yes,
Thank you. Okay. So now we will have to verify our email.
we cannot see your screen, the Salesforce developer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should have told me. So I already filled in the details and came here. I'll show you again how to do that. So hope you are able to see my screen now.
Yes.
Thank you. So developer.salesforce.com/sign up. Okay. And here you will have to fill all the details. Okay. First name, last name, email address, and your job role. I just selected uh, and the company name and the region. So based on this region, you will be going to be allocated on the server instance. We were talking about server instances, right? Any servers, EU servers, Asia Pacific servers. So I selected India, right? So my memory allocation will be done on any one of the Asia Pacific server. So if you create, that will be done on any North America servers. So I just filled all the details and the username also. Username can be, as I told you, it should be in the format of email format. That's the only condition. Even you can use your email ID also as a username. Yeah. And I checked this and then I clicked on sign me up. So we went to the next screen. So I would show you Gmail. So we would have received. I don't think I remember. Sorry for that. Multiple email IDs, multiple passwords. Yeah. Okay, I logged in through my mobile. Continue to Gmail. Okay, okay. See, I received. Uh, so I created an account already with this email ID. Okay, so what we get is we get an email saying uh, to activate your Salesforce account. Okay. So it will have a link mentioning activate your account. You just need to click on that and then it will next ask you to create your password. So you just need to create a password and you need to remember that particular password, username and password. You just need to remember that and then you are done. So the Salesforce account is created. So how do we log in? Login.salesforce.com and then you go there. I thought to create a new account and show it to you, but I'm falling short of email IDs. Okay, don't mind. But this is how we create a login to our Salesforce. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So this is how you get a mail. Okay. So I just created this dilip@arminds.com, and it has sent me a mail saying your account. We just need to verify our email ID. This is basic criteria for creating any type of account, assuming you all know it. Yeah. So I need to choose a password, and my user ID is dilip@arminds.com. So this is the criteria. You just security question. You just need to answer. This will help you in case if you forget your password. So I'm changing my password. Uh, So after changing password, it has all directly logged into me. Okay. So next time when you log in, you just need to type login.salesforce.com, give your user ID and password, and then click on login. Okay. And this is how it looks like, the home screen. So here you just create this particular free developer account. You just need to have only an email ID for you, and a unique email ID, and then you can create a free developer account. Don't go. There would be options giving you 30-day free trial account. Don't go for it. Go log into developer.salesforce.com/sign up. From there, you create your free developer account, and then keep your
Excuse me, Dilip.
yes,
We
yes.
can see only login page.
Sorry. Okay, I think now you can see. So this is how the homepage looks like. So it shows your details here, the name which you have given, and this is your path. And see, for our login, the major thing which we were looking most of the time is the setup. You go to setup and you see all the uh, standard objects which are present, and you go to this app launcher. So you will have all this marketing, Salesforce Chatter, sales console, service console. So we were discussing, right? So if at all our particular domain expertise is on sales, so we can use Sales Cloud within Salesforce and make use of this. By using this application, we can customize our business processes. Okay, so this is how a Salesforce login looks like. So the assignment for you people for the weekend is uh, create a Salesforce free developer account. Free developer account. Okay, yeah. Let's have a review of our class. So today we were talking about the Salesforce cloud services, the different types of Salesforce cloud services that are provided by Salesforce. Salesforce, that is Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Application Cloud, Commerce Cloud, Health Cloud, and Financial Force Cloud. So these are the cloud services provided by Salesforce. And the releases, Salesforce releases. So we have three releases, seasonal releases for an year, and it is followed by the year number. Okay, so you can name any release easily. So 1990, sorry, 2016 winter release, you can say that, right? So you can easily name the releases. So we have yearly three releases based on the seasonal names. Okay, and these releases are automatic, and I'll show you where we find when we can, when the next release is scheduled, where it is found. So one interesting fact about this release is, so if we get a Microsoft patches, so if we need to install and we need to get some downtime for installing the patches, okay, for any Microsoft server. But Salesforce, so it needs installation time and also running again, making the services up. So it needs like hours of installation time and downtime for installing the new patches, new releases. Okay, so that is the traditional approach. But in Salesforce, since we are on cloud, so these releases are done in 5 minutes. Okay, and you will experience only the downtime for your application for that 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, I think it's negligible time, right? So when we compare to hours of patching hours for new releases in a traditional approach. So Salesforce just takes 5 minutes. Usually they schedule it around 9 o'clock, 9:30 or 10:30 p.m. IST, and 10:30 to 10:35 p.m. IST. It's just 5 minutes. Uh, so they usually mention it as 5 minutes, but this releases are updated in 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so that's how fast we maintain it in Salesforce. And then we talked about server instances. So we have regional based servers. So I created a developer account right now. So in any one of the Asia Pacific region server instances, my account has been allocated that 500 MB of memory. 500 MB of memory. So we talked about, I'm sorry, 1 second. Sorry for it. So we talked about server instances, not any instance, EU instance and Asia Pacific instance. And we talked about multi-tenant architecture. So it's a shared infrastructure and single platform for all the users. There is a zero cost improvements and automatic upgrades. You don't have to worry about how it is going to do, how the upgrade is going to be done. You don't have to worry about it. Salesforce will take care of it. And we talked about the editions, free editions and the paid editions. Free editions, 30-day free trial account and free developer. Paid editions, essentials, professional, enterprise, and unlimited. So it's just the number of resources or the size of usage. That's where how it is. These editions are designed. Okay. So based on your requirement, you will have to reach out to Salesforce and purchase those editions. So we also talked about how to create free developer account. So we can create in free developer account. What's the limitation? The size or the applications. So we can create only maximum 10 applications in our free developer account. And the data storage is only 5 MB, file storage is only 20 MB. Okay. So, and I have also showed you how to create free developer account. So the task for the weekend is you will have to create a free developer account, Salesforce account for yourself, which is going to be your playground to play anything on the Salesforce. Okay. So whatever I teach here, you can just go and play on that particular free developer account. You can practice on it, and you can do again your own experiments as well. Oh yeah, it doesn't harm. So the task is create a free Salesforce developer account and just go and see, search all the options out there, what you are seeing there. I would ask you what, like what all the terms you have seen there. I may ask you. Okay. So just be prepared on that. And yeah, so the next class is going to be on 21st, that is on Tuesday. Monday, I'm not available as I would be traveling to Germany. Okay. So next class is on Tuesday. I would post that on the WhatsApp group as well, in case somebody missed it. Okay, just be available and just be ready with your task done completely, and I'll ask you questions on what all options, what all the terms you have seen on your free developer account. Okay, yeah, yeah, that is it from my side. Yeah, Hema, Ramiza, Sabha, Shrikant, yeah, please complete this task. Okay.
Yes, sure.
Okay, so actually this is needed, and this is the basic for us to start working on the Salesforce. Okay. Yeah, that is it for today, and thank you so much for joining early. Thank you all. Good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.